an all-pro, and by all accounts, best wide receiver in the NFL. Out of LSU, Minnesota Viking, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Can't complain. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for joining us. We're very, very appreciative. And also, thank you for doing what you're doing. We're just now learning of this flight school, which is going to be an invite-only high school wide receiver camp that you are putting together. How did this come to be, and how pumped are you to give back to the younger generation?
Big time, man. I'm so pumped, man. I'm so excited because when I was in high school, we didn't have things like this. We didn't have guys, putting on these different camps, putting on these different workout situations to help these high schoolers grow and to really perform once they get into college. And I just want to help out. I always want to help out the community. Always want to help out the younger guys. Transition to college, transition to the NFL. So having some guys out, elite guys, come and work out with me and to learn, to really experience just working out with me and being around me. So it's definitely a great situation that's going on. So if you're a baller, you're an elite athlete, it's time to work.
I love that. Prime used to say, if you ball, you get the call. Not a bad idea for flight school. When will this be? When will this be, Justin?
This is going to be in June 6th through the 9th. So in Bradenton at IMG Academy. It's going to be a fun time. I can't wait. I can't wait.
We're pumped for it as well. Can't wait to see the clips that come out of there. We assume there's going to be some incredible plays. Somebody's going to get. I mean, there's going to be. Which leads me to this, Justin. So I think maybe your class, maybe the one before, I'm not 100% sure, but and LSU is certainly a massive piece of this. But there was these young wide receivers that were just coming in and dominating. You, obviously, the topic of conversation whenever that happens, but you weren't the only one. There was a lot of guys. Do you think it's because of the 7-on-7s, because of the one-on-one culture that we kind of have now through high school and through younger ages is why? Or why do you think you were able to do well young, and why do you think wide receivers have been able to continue to step up?
Yeah, that's a great question. Time has changed so much. The game has evolved in so many different ways. Flag football wasn't a big thing when I was growing up. I never really played flag football like that. We didn't really play 7-on-7 like they play now. So the game is definitely evolving, and just having different ways to really learn the game of football, and just being more skillful. Just not putting on those helmet and shoulder pads, getting physical. They're working on their skill set and working on just being true ballers and having fun doing it. So I wish I had that growing up. Maybe things would have been a little different, but I feel like putting on that shoulder pads and helmet at 7 years old got me to where I'm at right now. For sure.
It's all worked out. It's all worked out. And your toughness is something that doesn't get chatted about. You get the ball a lot, and it's not always the easiest catches. I mean, you go and get it as a superstar, you're also an asshole. What was the kick me sign? You put the kick me sign on my back. I was just trying to be a principal, trying to get flag football, legislated across the country, and there you are, smacking my back. You were fantastic out there. That was a fun.
Hey man, no, you was fantastic. Hey, I told you, and I told everybody else that asked me about it. You need to pursue an acting career, man. Cause the makeup, everything was just top tier, man. Hey, I think you should. I want to see you on a movie screen one day, man. I want to see that.
Yeah, you were hyping me up the whole time, and I appreciate that. That's Peter Berg in the middle, obviously one of the most famous directors on earth. And what a time we had that morning in Chula Vista. I was lucky to be a part of it, thankful to be a part of it. But the initiative, to your point about girls flag football and trying to make it like a sport that is sanctioned by all the states. I know in Pennsylvania they have. So like our high school of Plum, who is very good at girls soccer, very good at girls lacrosse. It's like probably a good chance that we're going to have a good girls flag football team continue to grow the game. I think it's a great sport, Justin. Legit, I think it's a great sport.
I think it is too, man. And just talking with some of the girls that were at the Pro Bowl, just seeing them, how excited they were of being involved in the sport, and just being happy to be, at the Pro Bowl and being around these top tier players. So it's definitely, just like I said, evolving for sure. But it's crazy to see, women into this sport and women excited to be involved in it, and just to see it, going to different countries and us, just expanding the game worldwide. It's so great to see, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful for the sport. That's why when I was asked to be a part of it, obviously incredibly honored. But then I heard what it was about. It's like, I got a daughter. I think looking at the way mom's built, the way I'm built, I don't know if she's going to be a WNBA player. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I could see her, like those high school girls at the Pro Bowl, there was some sauce on that. I mean, there was some real shit happening.
Even the plays that they were running was crazy. Yeah, like the double plays, I told him we might have to take some of the plays and add it to ours.
No shit. All right, AJ has a question for you, JJ.
Yeah, Justin, obviously what you're doing with those high school kids is going to be, it's so valuable for them. Is there something that you've done when you were 15, 16, 17 that you thought, hey, this is what I'm supposed to do, this will get me to the NFL, that maybe wasn't the right path? Or is there something that you see people maybe getting bad habits that you can teach these kids and try to get them on the right path early that maybe you didn't have back then?
Yeah, I would really just say, I mean, everybody doesn't really have that support system like I had growing up, with, two loving parents, two, older brothers that helped me throughout my whole entire, situation to get where I'm at today. A lot of kids, especially nowadays, don't have that type of support system, especially with the NIL going on. A lot of, kids taking money more over than, the situation and just the development and getting coached the right way. So I would just say more on not thinking about the NIL, as much as they are doing right now. Just going into LSU and just going into meeting those new coaches and them develop me into, a top tier receiver. That's something that I'm always grateful for. Just meeting Jerry Sullivan and just, being with those type of coaches down at LSU helped me develop to a top tier player that I am now. So just that development and just getting that right coaching is something that every player needs.
Okay, so let's stay on that note. Ty has a question for you.
Yeah, Justin, so you obviously mentioned the coaching and everything, but if you look at the NFL right now, you could argue that like 5 of the 10 best receivers in the league are from Louisiana, and a lot of them went to LSU. Is that what it is? Is it coaching, or like what's in the water down there? Because it really is crazy that all of you guys who are just a couple years apart of each other at LSU are, 4 of the 5 highest paid receivers in the NFL.
Yeah, it's unreal, honestly. Just seeing, growing up and seeing Odell and Jarvis coming up and being a fan of those guys and, growing that friendship with them. And it was just, great to see them growing up. And then for me and Jamar to be at LSU, win the national championship and, just being top tier players. And then for Brian and Malik to come. So it's just so much talent, so much, things that's going on at LSU. Of course, playing those top tier guys every single week help us into becoming a top tier NFL player. But just like you said, it's either something in the water, something in the gumbo. I'm not sure what it is, but we definitely some top tier players for sure.
You eating gator nuggets down there? You eating gator? You eating gator down there?
There's some crawfish, man, some shrimp, man. I'm not sure what it is, dog.
What is it? Yeah.
You know about that, man. You know about that.
As soon as I learned about it, I want to let you know. As soon as I learned about it, I knew I was going to do it about 35 seconds in a college game day. That was the whole thing.
What?
So I hear that. Okay, and I'm like, wow. If the entire place knows this is maybe the greatest that any school has. So I go down there and I go to dinner and I just ask like waiter. I'm like, hey, haven't talked to this guy. And he goes, suck that tiger's dick. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you know that. And he goes, yes, everybody will know that. I'm like, all right.
For sure.
So the next morning I'm walking to the set and I see like, we have like university kids like work for game day. They get a chance to like kind of see the behind the scenes. And I'm like, hey, and they go, yo. And I'm like, you know that? They're like, yes. I'm like, all right.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody. Literally, there was like a little kid. There was this grandma just like, suck that. I'm like, oh my God, what a vibe. I hope LSU gets back, Like, I hope LSU's able to get back.
For sure.
Because that place had all the makings to be absolute.
Think about going into that place playing LSU and you hear that song.
Like,
what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you supposed? They even banned that song. We can't even play that song anymore.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I was told at the first commercial break. Oh,
for sure.
For sure. First commercial break, they were like, we'd rather you didn't do that. That's not our thing. I was like, sweet. Okay, you got it. So next segment. It's like, hey, the people, brother. It's not you deciding. It is the.
You got to get the people what they want, man. You have to.
The people are the culture.
Must.
The people are the culture.
It's a must.
And that is why LSU. Hey, Brian, let's go, Brian Kelly. Let's go.
Jeff Landry will give it the go.
We got to get right, man. We got to get back to what we need to, man.
Yeah, you're right. Governor Jeff Landry will get that done. Yeah. I mean, he was in a battle. He was in a battle that whole week. All right, what a time. Let's talk about transitioning now from LSU to the NFL, especially in this time. D-Bud has a question for you.
Yeah, Justin, I got to ask you, man. We're talking. You keep saying development. We're talking about coaching, all these different things, and the process that a lot of these young players, but specifically wide receivers, are going through right now. Fresh off the combine, they already put their film on tape. You got the draft coming up. You hit the ground running early as a rookie. Have just taken off since then. What advice would you give the young guys going into their first NFL season? What was the biggest difference playing college football and then on the NFL level?
Yeah, that's a great question. My advice would just be, have the confidence, be coachable, and just learn from the older guys. And just be in the playbook. That's for one. If you know the playbook and you're a guy that knows every single position, you can be put anywhere on the field and you can make a play. You already are making a difference, So I would just say, especially being on that field and being a rookie, having that confidence is something that I carry myself with every single time I step foot on that field. It helped me tremendously throughout my rookie season, and it goes a long way just stepping out there and feeling like no one can cover you.
Your position requires confidence, I think. I think wide receiver requires confidence. So is DB, kicker, punter, quarterback. All the, there's positions that obviously, but wide receiver, they always say that's a wide receiver though. Oh, that's a wide receiver. When they talk about people bitching and being negative and everything like that, they always say that's. Why have you? I don't know. That's such. Hey, why aren't you an asshole? Like, what? I don't know. I don't know how to ask that question. But there was a year there where you guys weren't great and there wasn't a lot going well. And we never heard a peep from Justin Jefferson. There's never been, and obviously there's a lot of guys that get paid a lot of money, so that's not an excuse. He gets paid a lot of money. Yeah. Why do you have the team mentality so much as a wide receiver one? Not just wide receiver one, maybe number one wide receiver one out there, Jay.
Yeah, I just always grew up with my parents telling me to be humble and to be grateful for anything that I've been given. And I've been given the opportunity to play football at the highest level. Just making money to help my family out and generations down the line. So just every single time I step foot on the field, I just like to have fun. Just going out there and acting like a kid, just waking up and just being excited to go out there and ball and just put on a show in front of the whole entire world. And I just love just playing the game of football. I love going out there and compete with my teammates, winning games, and of course, hopefully one day hold up that trophy. So and then of course at the end of it, when it's all said and done, have that gold jacket around my back. That's always something that I dream about and always carry myself with. Just that legacy and just always trying to make a name for myself. That's always something I'm trying to do.
I think you can leave the hangar open, brother. It's on its way. I think already you could say that, which goes to everything you've already accomplished. And we thought maybe this past year was going to be the year that you go and get that confetti shower. With that being said, feels like every year it's possible. Go ahead, Con Man.
Yeah, Justin, what's it like playing for KOC? Obviously, it feels like he's a super genius, one of the next offensive gurus. I assume, you guys have conversations on the sideline and he can draw it up for you. But we also saw him, I think, in the beginning of the 2023 season when, he didn't start so well and he can, rip the team still. It was kind of just like a mic'd up and he was kind of cussing you guys all out. How is he on the day-to-day as a coach, and is he one of those reasons you guys continue to have a bunch of success?
Oh, he's wonderful. He's definitely, one of the best coaches that I've been around, especially an offensive-minded head coach. A coach that's in the meeting rooms, that's going over the plays, that's talking with you, how to get you open and how to just put you in different situations to help the team out. He's great. He's great all around. Just talking to him not only about football but just about anything. Him just being a player's coach and just being such a great person to talk to. His pregame speeches are always top tier. So it's just he's a great guy. I love being around him. I love being a player for him and just being in the system. That's definitely something that I'm grateful for. Hopefully, we continue to do great things and just like you said, hold up that trophy.
You went like 8 for 180 or something one first half, and it's like all week, all the other team is saying is Justin Jefferson cannot break the game.
18 can't wreck it.
That is all we were worried about. And then you look at the halftime stats because we can't follow every single game, and it's like Jay Jefferson, 7 catches, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's like, did they start the game early? Did they start the game early? No, that's halftime. That is halftime. It's like, seems like in that system, I think any system you'd be great. But with KOC, obviously, he understands you and you understand him pretty well. With that being said, massive question mark looming going into the year. Tone has a question for you.
Yeah, Justin, you've got balls from, Kirk and Nick Mullins and the Pastronaut and Jaron Hall and Sam Darnold. So you've got a lot of guys in that system, and there's a question: who's going to be your quarterback this upcoming season? Do you care who it's going to be, and what's your favorite type of quarterback to catch balls from, since you've had a ton of them?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm not sure who the quarterback is going to be, and just like I said last year, it truly doesn't matter personally. To me, it doesn't matter who's going to throw me that ball. I'm going to make the most of my opportunities. I'm going to try to make him look the best quarterback in the whole NFL. Just making the contested catches, making those catches that look difficult be easy. So just having that confidence in me and just creating that connection with the quarterback, no matter who the quarterback is going to be. That's the main part, and just having that confidence in each other to when it's all said and done and it's getting crunch time, they know who to come to.
You and Sam were wonderful to watch this past year. You and Kirk were awesome.
Yeah.
You and the Pastronaut. I mean, literally, he rattled off all those names, and I was just thinking of highlights that you had with all those guys. I forget what it's been like over in Minnesota for the last few years. Can't wait to see who Kwesi and KOC, and hopefully they let you know who they decide with going forward. Good luck over there at the quarterback position. AJ has the last question for you here, Justin.
Yeah, you mentioned getting on the same page, and it is kind of crazy. We hear people talk about, it takes some time, there's nuance in the routes and everything and how a quarterback likes you to run it. What do you do to where you're on the same page, it seems like, instantly with whoever they plug in there at the quarterback position?
One is just building that connection with them, just building that chemistry, just talking with them, not only about just routes and X's and O's, but just talking about, their life personally, getting to know them personally, and just building that bond with them. That's one thing alone. But of course, going out there on the practice field and running through those plays and making everything look smooth and fluent, getting to the spots where the quarterback needs me to be at, and of course, at the end of the day, making a grab. That's the main important thing. Is just making those catches that the quarterback feels good when he throw up a 50-50 ball and his receivers coming down with that ball. So I just try to make the most of my opportunities every time I step foot on that field, no matter who the quarterback is, and I will continue to do that every chance that I get.
We just showed a couple routes there. It's like, you said getting to the spot that you said you would get to no matter what. That one route was like he was running out, dig, post, back into a seam. I mean, it was just like 6 different things. It was like, how do you guard that? You can't.
Nah, this year was crazy though. This year has been so much more double teams, so much more triple teams. It's been a lot. It's been a lot more harder to create that separation and get open. Like I've been before. more. But just talking with KO, talking with Sam, and just all being on the same page, us working with each other to help me create that separation and help me get open. I feel like that's the number one thing of especially about being with these guys, that they know what they're talking about. They know what plays to run to get me open.
Whenever you talk about getting to know the quarterback personally or whatever, not just X's and O's on the field, what'd you learn about Sam Darnold? What an interesting career he has had. Did you guys talk about that at all?
Very interesting. Very interesting. And just looking back on it, seeing it from afar, he just needed to be in that right system. He needed to be with some guys that can, make a little things easier for him. Just having a top tier quarterback, having top tier running back, having top tier tight end. Having those type of guys on the offense to help you move the ball downfield.
Justin Jefferson on your team, yeah, we get it.
Yeah,
Peterson. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to have Justin Jefferson on your team. Yeah, I get it.
Things are a little bit easier than what they were when you don't have those type of guys. So just seeing him in practice, seeing the things that he's doing to overcome the past and the career he had before, and just not letting the outside noise get to him. Just being the type of guy that just trying to evolve him any chance that I get, trying to give him that juice, give him that energy that I can, any chance that I can, even when he's making a bad throw or make a bad read. I'm going over there and making sure that he's not sitting on that, he's not keeping his mind on that. We're moving on to the next play. We're still with him. We still have that confidence in him. It's just all about just going out there and just having fun playing.
That's awesome. What a different experience he had to have this past year versus in the past. I see your shirt as we let you go. L'Académie de Jetta. Okay, I believe that is Jetta University, if that was to be translated. Is that flight school? Is that what?
Hey, what you know about all this, man?
Oui. Bonjour, ça va bien. The whole, I was just up in Canada. They speak French up there in some places. Wild to think about, but they do. Oui. L'Académie de Jetta, though, that is Jetta University. Is that flight school? Is that what we're also going to be calling flight school, or no?
No, this is just one of my Under Armour shirts. Just one of the. You know what I'm saying? So just creating that brand with Under Armour, and they're doing so much to help me out. Even with flight school, they're doing so much to help the guys have a great experience. Of course, having the drip, having the swag that they need. But it's just going to be a fun experience and a great time. But thanks to all of the people with the help that is going to be helping me out with it. But I'm excited to show the world the Elite 18 that's going to come to flight school.
Oh, Elite 18. Okay, who grabbed the top 18? Flight school June 6th through the 9th. High school invite wide receiver camp alongside Justin Jefferson, and we assume many others are going to pour back into it. I'm just now seeing this particular graphic.
Logo is fire.
Yeah, that is sick.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, and
that's what I like to hear.
I didn't know your beard was that the mustache. Is that you on the top there? Yes, looking left.
Yeah.
Look at the mustache, pretty thick.
Hey, that's strong.
Yeah, that's a strong mustache, Jay. Yeah.
That junk are growing.
All right, we appreciate the hell out of you, man. Keep killing it. This is very cool.
Yes,
Thank you for giving back to the sport.
Thank you. Always, man. Love.
Yeah, you too, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, Justin.
It's a good mustache.